this one as we bring you a Western Conference matchup here live from the Target Center in Minneapolis. Buckle yourselves in, everybody. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, and here with me tonight, Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke reporting from the sideline. And, of course, going on. That's our first glimpse of him looking good in his new Timberwolves jersey.
You know, like you were saying, the trade has the team buzzing. I mean, they're on fire. You can already see it in the warm-up, how loose and confident they look out there.
You know, and also gives players a huge boost knowing that the guys running this team, the owner, the front office, they also are committed to winning. And so that, in and of itself, I believe, gives a player far more confidence to go out there and compete.
All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. On the floor for Seattle. Okafor out there with Andrei Kirilenko. Then it's Nash. Then there's Allen.
A strong move to the basket there. Nice power to get that up and in.
Here's Marjanovic. Seattle shooting their first free throws here tonight. No good on that. Good on the second free throw. Looking at the last game for the Minnesota Timberwolves, it was a win against Dallas.
And what a luxury when you have depth. I mean, a lot of their scoring in that win came from their reserves. And make no mistake, they carried the load for that team.
Without question, the starters can't do it all game long. You need that help from the reserves, and they got it in that one. Fellas, that two-hand mock to slam vicious.
I don't think there was anyone, and I mean anyone, that could have stopped him on that one.
I tell you what, I'm glad they didn't try, because somebody might have got their feelings hurt.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
And it's Seattle with another. Timberwolves have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Lopez kicks to Thornton. Back to Lopez. 5 on the clock. Lopez a screen. That's tipped. Lets it go from the wing. That will not get it done. He's 0 for 2. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Lopez sets a screen for Burke. And a wide open look for Thornton. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. And so for Seattle, their last game, a loss to the Trailblazers in Portland.
And really, I thought what was the difference in that game, offensive rebounding, or the lack thereof. A lot of one-and-dones in that game.
Yeah, offensive rebounding to me is all about heart, the willingness to get in there and mix it up, do your work early, get to that inside position. And I didn't see any of that fight from them.
And they'll keep possession. There's the bucket. Good. For Seattle, they've gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Lopez with the block. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Thornton's got the ball. Boy, that looked like goaltending. Yes, it is. And so they will award the basket there.
He got there late, but you do have to like the aggressiveness to go after the block. But that one's going to count.
And guys, the wheels really fell off with Marcus Thornton's game last year. This was a deadly shooter who averaged over 21 points a game only a few seasons ago. But last season, under double figures at 9 per contact.
Now, here's Burke. Andrei Kirilenko unable to get his shot to go. Thornton, no good.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Some nice ball movement here by Seattle. Okafor dishes to Kirilenko. Here's Nash. Connects on the 9-footer. And on the topic of Thornton, Greg, last season, he wasn't all bad. He did hit a career-high 42% of his threes. Clark, the problem is he didn't provide anything else.
Yeah, he's an Allen wrench. He's a specialist. I mean, he's never been a great playmaker, rebounder, or defender. His money is made with his jump shot.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
Good on both. You look at the numbers for Robin Lopez, Clark. They won't blow you away, but his impact is a lot bigger.
Exactly, Kevin. I mean, he's unselfish as a player, does all the little things. He's not focused on his numbers or shot attempts, and that's a welcome deal for coaches and teammates. He just wants to help his crew win.
Nash against Antetokounmpo. Allen for three, and it's Gasol with the rebound. Fast break, Minnesota, and there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. I think it's Steve Nash.
Speaking of the intangibles for Robin Lopez, he's great at boxing out the rebounds and setting screens offensively. Again, things that there really aren't stats that are kept, but those are ways you can impact the game, and those are the kind of plays that often go overlooked.
Minnesota making a switch here. Len's checked in. Pass to Bhullar. From 6 away. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And Lopez, or as they like to call him, Rolo, an elite rim protector. Just a really good shot blocker, but he doesn't chase block. He just challenges every shot inside without fouling.
The Timberwolves trail. Feeds to Thornton. Burke with it. 9 points last game out. Here's Antetokounmpo, and it's just Budinger with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think he got it right. The defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding position. He wasn't set.
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Gallinari, he's checked in for Antetokounmpo, and it's Livingston in for Burke.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
Len, a screen. Livingston passes to Len. Gallinari with it, and Crawford picks him up defensively. A nice shot by Gallinari.
And he should thank the team for those 2 points. Nobody paid much attention to him on that play.
Got that bucket in no time at all. The Timberwolves have gone 6 of 13 from the field, just under the 50% mark. Good-looking screen by Gasol. They get it again. Tries again. And Gallinari again. Gallinari's got 6 points. Seattle trails by 3. Maverick passes to Anderson. And Gasol sends it back. Out to Gallinari. Gasol, a screen on Budinger. Gallinari. Bhullar with the rebound.
Major defensive lapse right there. I mean, he's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. You've got to stay attached to him. They're lucky he couldn't punish them for it.
That's a quick bucket there. Solid in transition.
Well, you know, he loves the chance to get out and run, and we can see right there why he does.
Now, here is Gallinari. Boy, was he something else against Dallas.
And really just unselfish basketball on the interior. That's the kind of pass our coach loves to see.
Pau Gasol was the number 3 pick back in 2001. He managed to average 18 and 9 his first season, was Rookie of the Year, became a perennial All-Star. There's no way his younger brother Mark, who was a second-round pick, would ever match up to that, right? Not so fast, people. Mark's pretty good, too.
Here's Nurkic. He's checked in for Pau Gasol. Reggie Evens, he's checked in for Seattle. Here's Nurkic, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Nurkic has got his first 2 points of the night.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Yeah, the half and half balls are going their way, and that's really a function of effort and intensity. You know, the ball doesn't discriminate. Whoever goes and gets it, that's who owns it.
Talking about Pau and brother Mark, both of them were excellent last season. Difference is that Pau has always been considered a great prospect, so detractors are much harder on him when they see cracks, I think, Greg, in his game.
Yeah, you know, for Marc Gasol, it can only exceed expectations because they started out so low. I'd simply say that if I had to pick between one or the other for best career, I'd do everything I could to pick both.
Good way to get out of it. Good answer. Time now for an injury report. Let's get an update on Ray Allen's injury. Doris, what's the news?
Yes, guys, Seattle's head athletic trainer gave me an update. He said he's having back spasms and it's causing him a lot of pain. The schedule becomes a real grind at this time of the year, and that injury is only going to make things harder on this team. Guys?
Thank you, Doris. Hopefully, we'll see him very soon.
Well, they like him back as quick as possible, but they also want him healthy.
And it's Seattle with the ball. After the basket by Minnesota, Glenn grabs the board.
Oh, that's a tough three-point try when you've got the defense right there.
Well, he'd have to be really good to knock down a shot like that against that kind of defense. I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
That's got to be job number one right now. Nothing easy on the inside.
Budinger, no luck.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it, Greg. They're tearing it up on the glass.
And can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Down low, here's Maverick. Rejected by Len. And the Gasol brothers, both starters in the All-Star game last season. It's the first time that's happened in NBA history. Pau talked about the joy of...
It's like a dream come true.
Well, their story is a bit like a fairy tale, the way two of them, sons of medical professionals in Spain, have become two of the best centers in the NBA of this era.
Yeah, and especially, Kevin, when you remember what a raw talent and how big and bulky Marc Gasol was when he was drafted by the Lakers, who traded him to Memphis for his brother.
Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. In a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
Take note of the work they've done on the offensive glass. Guys, they've got a ton of putback.
Something else they've done right so far from the get-go tonight is run. I mean, so much of their offense has come off the fast break.
Here are the five for Seattle to start the second quarter. Okafor out there with Malvin Williams. Then it's Allen. Then it's Nash. And it's Budinger in at the three.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the deep.
Livingston kicks to Burke. The paint. Lopez. And he goes in for the dunk.
Lovely dish by Columbus's own Trey Burke.
Kicks it out to Allen. Allen with another miss.
Boy, just by his body language, Kevin, you can tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Yeah, it seemed like he had great rhythm on that. You can see the disappointment in his face.
And the dunk by Lopez.
And just another example, Kevin, of how they built this lead, just outworking.
Greg, that was definitely an effort play right there. You talk about that all the time, fighting to get proper position, then slamming home the putback.
Yep, and if they can maintain this energy level, their lead will be safe.
He feeds it to Antetokounmpo, and there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. Minnesota shooting their 5th free throw of the game here.
And collectively, they're only about 73% as a unit right now.
You know, their percentages dropped off just a little bit compared to last year, guys, but it's not a huge drop-off, so no major concern.
Deckers checked in for Minnesota, and Seattle also making a change. Andrei Kirilenko checked in for Chase Budinger.
Just absolute domination in this one for Lopez. He's got 8 points, and he's added a steal to his stat line also.
You know what? The number is not huge, but he has been doing some valuable defensive work for them.
The Timberwolves have only one missed free throw. They've had 5 attempts and made 4 of them. He hits the second from the line.
And Robin Lopez, last season, he missed about 6 weeks with that broken hand, but freak injuries aside, he's been pretty durable over the course of his career. Had played in all 82 games the previous 2 seasons.
Nash outside. Off target from 3-point range. Timberwolves leading by 7. Lopez outside. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Marked down low that time, and he got the 3-second call. Seattle has gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Nash dishes to Williams. Over in the corner, Kirilenko. Kicks to Nash. It's Allen on the wing. 5 on the clock. Williams. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
And guys, you know, last year Marvin Williams signed a big contract, and he did not follow that up with big production. In fact, he tied a career low in terms of his field goal percentage at only 42, and not exactly what the Hornets were expecting from their stretch four.
Lopez a screen. Here's Burke, and he comes off the screen to bury the jump shot. Burke's got the lead up to 8 now for Minnesota.
The defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
The thing about Malvin Williams, we know he doesn't create for others. He doesn't generate a lot of blocks or steals. But, the one thing he does, he can hit the boards, he rebounds well, and he's got a pretty good shot from outside.
Yeah, and last season he didn't have any big numbers, but the ones that were at least respectable were in the areas you just mentioned, rebounding and three-point shooting, Kevin.
Seattle trails by 8. Kirilenko kicks it over to Nash. Pass to Allen. Here's Kirilenko, true on the 14-footer. Kirilenko's got 8 points. The Timberwolves shooting at 46%, making some buckets. And the Timberwolves call time.
And did not seem happy about how things are going on right now, and maybe wants to make some changes.
I agree. I mean, just was not comfortable with the way things were set up at that particular time. And in that case, I think it's the right thing to do.
Gasol kicks to Decker. Good, and the assist goes to Gasol. And the Timberwolves lead by 8. For Seattle, they've gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. It's Kirilenko on the wing. Here's Marjanovic. Antetokounmpo defending. Here's Nash with the 3. Good. Nash has got his second bucket of the night.
That's a layup for him. He's just too open.
Lopez a screen. Work kicks to Gasol. And he pounds that one
And you see the screen that was set for him. I mean, that was how he got to the hoop.
It was the classic screenplay. It won't show up in the box score, but that screen deserves an assist.
Absolutely, Kevin. I mean, that took the defender right out of the play. Nothing fancy there. Didn't need it.
Nope. His only concern right now, Clark, is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points.
I like the simplicity.
Well, there's also style just with the fact that he's able to have that kind of a finish, though. Still, I like that pretty one-handed flush.
It's tipped. That's out of bounds. Seattle will retain possession.
In a moment here to check out the stats for Burke, how last month turned out for him, averaging about 11 points, 6 assists, and 2 rebounds. And the numbers won't wow you, but I like the effort he brings to the table each and every night.
Yeah, great hustle, does all the little things. Just a good complimentary guy to have on your team.
They get a hand on it. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. Puts it up from 12. That wide left.
It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. And stolen by Williams. An even 3-on-3 break. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime-dropping delights is what I call it.
That is a nice pass. I will give you that.
Yeah, he's on the money, that's no doubt. Oh, wide open look for Gasol. Takes a big height bounce and goes in. Gasol's got 7 points.
Yeah, just a smart shot, taking advantage of the mismatch.
Well, with a stroke like that and the height advantage as well, mid-range J is almost a gimme.
Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Lopez. Alex Len comes in for Pau Gasol. Gallinari, he's checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo, and it's Thornton in for Decker.
That's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle much more effective.
You just cannot allow the offense to have that quality of a look each and every possession.
Thornton with his screen for Burke. Offensive rebound. No good with the layup.
Well, he won't miss many of those, especially with the defender not in the best of positions here. Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Yeah, high percentage shots are what they are getting in terms of the attempts, and that's just not going to get it done. They've got to figure it out.
Seattle trails by 3. Here's Maverick. He's got 5. Evans attacking. Rejected by Len. Seattle grabs the miss.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
And Evans with a stuff.
And guys, this game won't be close for long if they keep giving up dunks like that.
No, it won't. Yeah, you're right. A glaring error defensively and letting him get all the way to the basket that time.
But it's only 2 points. I mean, it was flashy, no doubt, but still, it only counts for 2. 2 is all.
Just 4 to shoot. And that one's good.
And now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second.
Here's Marjanovic. Passes to Maverick. Out left to the wing. Evans passes to Maverick. And stolen by Burke. And here we go. Burke heading to the hoop. Lays it in off the breakaway. Now it's a 6-point Minnesota lead.
You know what? He wasn't going to wait around for any help on that break.
Solo soiree performance all the way. How about that for a little bit of a glimmer?
I'm going to let it slide.
Thornton against Crawford. Here's Marjanovic. The jump hook. That one a little long to the right side. There's Crawford with the 3. Rebound, Minnesota. Nurkic has got his 4th rebound in this one. Gallinari wide open. Seattle grabs the miss. This is their first chance this season playing the Timberwolves.
Yeah, and they took care of business against this group last year, winning the season series.
Yeah, Greg, you're right. They're the better team. I mean, they expect to win this matchup. We'll see if they can take care of business tonight.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not a...
And so it's a close game.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back. It was a fast pace for Minnesota at the outset. They were able to stretch. And time now to send you.
Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half.
Terrific game for Burke. He's got 11 points, and he's put 1 3-pointer on the board.
You know what, though, Clark? It wouldn't be a bad idea going forward to try to let him do a little more damage from beyond the arc.
We've got Thornton. Pau Gasol is out there with Antetokounmpo. And there's Robin Lopez. And it's Burke in at the point guard position. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Out of bounds. Seattle will take possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
So many people overlook Pau Gasol prior to last season. Seem to think that Clark, he was past his prime.
Well, he was a starter in the All-Star game and a huge reason the Bulls played as well as they did. It was a big season for him. A lot of GMs shaking their head for not going harder after.
Nash kicks to Allen. Again, Allen missing.
They've been the glass eaters today, guys. A ton of effort out of them down low.
It's been a difference maker for them in this game. That's what's put them in front.
Here's Bhullar. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
Yeah, but the defense was determined not to give him an inch of free space.
Nash outside. Minnesota with the rebound. Antetokounmpo's got his 3rd rebound tonight.
And they start the second half with 3 straight misses. No doubt that is within his range.
Well, I would hope so. He's a pro, and it was only a 1-footer. Come on now.
Inside. Here's Okafor. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a 3-point play. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo. For Seattle, they have made 2 and missed 2 at the line tonight.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
I think they've taken a major step in the wrong direction when you talk about their foul shooting, guys. I mean, they're not even close to what they shot last year.
Here's Marjanovic. Gasol with the rebound. Gasol's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
Yeah, the offense scuffling a bit to start this second half. Only 1 for the first 5.
The Timberwolves had 7 opportunities at the free throw line and made good on 5 of them. Minnesota making a switch. Livingston's checked in, and he's good on the second. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. pick by Okafor, and there's the pass to Kirilenko. And with that shot, the Minnesota lead is cut down to 7 on the bucket from Okafor.
And those are two teammates right there working in rhythm. One setting the screen and the other using it to get that separation.
Here's Gasol. Okafor grabs the miss. For Seattle, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. Nash dishes to Okafor. Allen for 3. That one goes. Count it. Now just a 4-point Timberwolves lead.
And really, how about the quick release on that triple there, because he's given up a lot of height in that matchup.
Right on target you are, Greg. I mean, the quick release is what made the difference there. Any hesitation, and that shot is being blocked.
Can't get anything to drop. I mean, the way he's going, it's probably not something he should try and shoot his way out of.
Well, they say you should shoot your way out of it, but his teammates probably have other thoughts in mind. The last thing they want to see him doing is continuing to cast that jumper out.
And that one's good. Allen's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
And the offense has just operated really smoothly here in the open floor.
Yeah, and for them to reduce the lead, they should keep the pace brisk. I mean, that's how they've generated the highest quality shots. Well, that's a warm-up jumper there. I mean, when you're a pro, you can't make excuses for missing that one.
Really good ball movement there in transition.
To the inside, Gasol. And it's good, assisting on the play with Livingston. And that's 13 points for Pau Gasol.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
When you think about Sean Livingston, you think about the career that might have been an absolute rising star after being taken Clark 4th back in the 2004 draft.
Kevin, he was averaging over 5 assists a game as a teenager, and his shot was improving every year. Then the devastating knee injury. Just great to see him back playing basketball.
The Timberwolves making a switch here. Decker's checked in.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
And that's because the ball is looking for the best shot, and it's really paid off for them during the run.
It's deflected. Now Budinger, taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game, and he gets it to go. Mavericks got the lead up to 4 now for Seattle.
And getting back to Livingston, he's had comeback after comeback. I mean, each time he'd start to flash those unbelievable movement skills, he'd get injured again. It's a shame because he was on the path to becoming one of the game's great young players.
That's what I call a captivating move there. He absolutely incinerated the D with that one.
Outside Williams. He dishes it to Budinger. Oh, good with the triple.
And for Livingston, last season with the Warriors was a dream. He got to back up Steph, so he got to play against second stringers, and we got to see flashes of his dominant traits again. What a happy ending for him.
And he gets it to go. Gasol's got the game tied up here for the Timberwolves.
It's really hard to find fault with anything he's doing this quarter, at least at the offensive end.
Maverick passes to Okafor. Puts up the baby hook. That's good. Okafor's got 8.
And you can tell they're just a little out of sync. I think he just wants to get everybody back on the same page.
Yeah, I like this timeout, Greg. I think it's a good one because it looks like they need a minute to talk things through here.
Some changes for Minnesota. Norkic checked in for Lopez. Alex Len comes in for Pau Gasol. And it's Gallinari in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Now, here's Decker, guarded by Crawford. And he gets it to go. And it's 6 points for Sam Decker.
A killer crossover. The defender got totally shook up by that.
And it's Budinger in the corner. Here's Anderson. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Anderson's got his 2nd bucket of the game to go. Livingston kicks to Gallinari. Nurkic a screen on Budinger. Gallinari dishes to Nurkic, and he banks in the lane. Nurkic has got 6.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
I tell you what, it reminds me of one of my college coaches. He used to say, that ain't gonna get it done. That's 5 straight baskets gets in the paint now.
Seattle shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game.
Before getting dinged up, Brian Anderson was rolling. I mean, over the first few seasons of his career, improved in efficiency in all areas. Then he had the back injury, and last season his shooting percentages really went south.
Burke, he's checked in for Decker. Gallinari against Budinger. 5 to shoot. 8 away. And it's Gallinari missing. And getting back to Ryan Anderson, in 2012, he won the NBA's Most Improved Player Award. Then, in the summer of that year, he landed an enormous contract in a sign and trade.
Yeah, and that's the good Ryan Anderson. If he can stay healthy, he's a tremendous asset, and he isn't just a shooter. He can get it done on the backboard as well.
The dish to Gallinari. Nurkic setting the pick for Gallinari. He kicks to Nurkic. A timely screen gave him a step, and he took it all the way.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively. Right back to the basics there, using the one-hand slam for that.
Doesn't he make the basics look pretty exceptional?
Yeah, he does. They look sweet when he does them.
And they better stay with those basics, because this game is still yet to be determined.
And this is a good time to bring you a rundown of the hottest three-point bombers from the shooting guard position over the course of the last 10 games. You take a look at Budinger, 3rd in the NBA. He's someone that, if you leave him alone, he's going to knock it down.
These guys are gunners. I mean, they've got the green light at all times because of their three-point shooting. I mean, they are cash money.
Well, when they're shooting the percentages they shoot, I mean, you never want to see these guys passing up an open look from beyond the arc. I mean, they're firmly in the let-it-fly zone. All systems go with them.
Marcus Thornton, he's checked in for Minnesota. Anderson can't get it to go. The feed now to Gallinari. It's stolen. And here we go. Fast break. Crawford's got it. And Budinger with the stop.
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
And guys, in a game this snug, moments like that are the ones we usually look back on at the end as a difference maker.
Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Welcome back as we get rolling once more. The 4th quarter right ahead in what's been a very well-contested game. On the floor for Seattle, Andrei Kirilenko is out there with Anderson. Then there's Okafor. Then it's Allen. And it's Nash in at the 1.
Kirilenko.
Shoots. No good. The Timberwolves go the other way with it. They can look forward to the Rockets arena after this matchup to take on Houston. That'll be the first half of a 2-game trip. Dishes it to Lopez. And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating. Okafor grabs the miss. Okafor's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. One shot is off. Timberwolves trail by 5. Thornton no good. It's Kirilenko on the wing. Antetokounmpo defending. Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
And pushing it up. Here's Seattle. Here's Okafor. Throws down the breakaway jam.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant. And this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. Nash, the pass to Anderson. Fade away, and all around the rim that time before dropping in. And Seattle leads by 9.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really.
He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. He's on his way to the free throw line.
It's starting to look like a repeat of last night, guys. He's battling really hard out there.
Nash outside. Pick by Okafor. Kirilenko kicks to Okafor. And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a three-point play.
An excellent display of passing out there, fellas. I mean, 8 of their last 10 points have been assisted on.
And they just keep finding the open man.
No slowing him down. Just incredible numbers for Okafor. He has 12 points, and there's a nice number in his assist column as well.
It really has been, Clark. He's created a lot of open looks for his teammates. Very unselfish play from him today.
Here's Kirilenko. There's the basket, and make it a double-digit lead. And now a 10-point Seattle lead. Timberwolves have gone just 1 of 6 from the field to start the fourth quarter. A bit of a slowdown for them right now. And the Timberwolves call time.
Did not seem happy about how things are going on right now, and maybe wants to make some changes.
I agree. I mean, just was not comfortable with the way things were set up at that particular time. And in that case, I think it's the right thing to do.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Hey, Kev, well, during that last break, I heard Flip Saunders addressing his team. He warned his team to get back in transition defense, saying they're giving up way too many fast break buckets, and he wants an end to it. He said, hey, let's slow the tempo and make them take some tough shots. A sound defensive strategy, Kevin.
Pass to Anderson. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Lopez has got 8 rebounds in this game.
They've been the better rebounding team by a healthy margin, but it hasn't been enough.
Yeah, you know, they're hustling and giving a good effort, that's for sure, but unfortunately, the execution has been lacking.
Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Allen's shot is off.
Well, there was no hand in his face right there. I thought for sure he was going to knock that down.
And the basket by Thornton.
He had his head on the swivel and was able to pick out the pass and get the assist.
Seattle leading by 4. Here's Maverick. Shot from 12. Rejected by Gasol. Burke can't get it to go. For Seattle, they've gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth. We're of 9.
Check out the game for Allen. 10 points, and he's knocked down a pair of three-pointers in this game, too.
And maybe it's time for them to set a few more screens for him up top and let him add to that total.
And Seattle making a change here.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Feeds it to Gasol. Kicks it to Thornton. 6 to shoot. Releases. And good. He nails it.
That is a tough shot.
Seattle leading by 4. Here's Maverick. Buries it from 3-point range.
Yeah, how about the percentage they're shooting from beyond the arc here in the second half?
Greg, no question about it. They found a nice rhythm from deep.
And that one's good. Perfect.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Allen inside the 3-point line. Great use of the pick to create room for the jumper.
It's really been a tale of two halves, guys. A slow start, but this quarter, he has really been the man.
Now here's Okafor. Pick by Okafor. Off the pick. Offensive rebound. Some nice ball movement here by Seattle. Kirilenko kicks to Allen. No good on the triple.
He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter.
Here's Maverick. A 3-ball. And the basket good. Mavericks got the lead up to 10 now for Seattle. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Seattle.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
Yeah, but also, they haven't missed a beat in terms of their fast break game. That's been equally as effective all night long.
Seattle leading by 10. Pick by Okafor. Antetokounmpo on the double team. Here's Marjanovic, and that one comes up a bit short. Timberwolves have gone only 6 of 14 from the field in the fourth. Lopez kicks to Burke. He feeds it to Thornton. Unloads from 13. Okafor grabs the miss.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
Here's Maverick. Here's Marjanovic. Lopez with the block. And so the ball goes out of bounds. Lopez touching that. Molinari, he's checked in for Minnesota. Jamal Crawford, he's checked in for Seattle. Nash comes in for Maverick. And it's Seattle with the ball. 10-point lead. This is their biggest.
And you could tell they had that play ready to go. Well done on the inbound.
Minnesota calls timeout.
And he clearly doesn't like what's going on out there right now.
Would you? I mean, how could he like what's happening? Really had to take a time out there and try to figure out a way to derail their momentum.
Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Flip Saunders was saying to his club. He told Gasol that he wants their offense to run through him. Coach is looking for big things from him throughout the rest of this game on the offensive end. A lot of the scoring burden will fall on him. Likely the final major changes to their game plan as they try to make a late comeback here in the fourth. Kevin, back to you.
All right, Doris, thank you very much. Burke dishes to Gasol. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. It's Crawford with the drive, and the shot is good. And Seattle leads by 14.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
And Gasol gets it to go.
How about that sweet-looking stroke from Gasol?
Here's Nash. Here's Seattle. They're on a 14-6 run. In the corner, it's Crawford. 5 on the clock. Shot on the wing. Jump shot is good that time.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for Seattle.
Tonight, they seem committed to the three-point shot.
That certainly was their main deal, their bread and butter, if you will.
And so with this win, they'll move to 6 victories on the season.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see more of one another before the season's over.
And Greg, we know familiarity breeds contempt. I would expect things to become more heated as these teams face each other going forward.
You know, it always takes someone stepping up, and that happened here as well with some great numbers for Okafor. You can't look back at too many major moments in this game and not see his imprint put all over it.
Crawford's shot is good.
And you can hear the disappointment in the crowd tonight. But we saw a team that was just ready to do battle in this arena. They clearly wanted this road.
Crystal clearly. They came in here determined to steal this game, Greg. Their effort level, I thought, was outstanding, and they just took care of business.
So no problem for Seattle as they get the win. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any.
Kevin, I'm here with Steve Nash. You guys faced a team tonight that really gave a strong effort, yet you were able to overcome them in the end to pick up this victory.
You know, we knew that we had to find a way to stick with it. At the end of the game, you just try to hang with it for your team and try to make plays for your team. And the guys are making plays at both ends of the floor, and we played pretty good basketball.
Steve, we appreciate the time. Kevin?
All right, Doris, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for tuning in. And time now to head over to Ernie Johnson for the 2K postgame show.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Ernie Johnson again, folks, alongside Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Time now to take a quick peek at our Jordan player of the game.
He was dead on from the field tonight, John. I'd call his performance economical because there was no wasted opportunity. He took advantage of every good look he got. I mean, everything he put up, was going in.
You know what I like, Ernie? He was not afraid to take on the big fellas down low tonight. We saw him drive the lane and get all the way to the bucket more than a few times. He's not scared of these little big guys.
And that'll do it for our broadcast tonight. Hope you enjoyed the show. For me and Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, have a wonderful evening.